And
Yeah.
with all that you've experienced with these 19 months, what are you looking forward
Yeah.
to towards the end of the year and for next year? What has this prepped you that you say that I would like to experience this next year?
Um, that's a really good question. Well, my in-laws have not seen their granddaughter in 2 years, and that was sad. That was sad because they were just getting to know her. They last saw each other face to face when she was 2, and we went to the beautiful Watamu Beach here in Kenya, and they had a blast. And I know they were looking forward to hanging out some more. Because unfortunately, Andrew, a lot of young kids, they didn't really dig this whole, talking on the phone, online thing. They don't, doesn't make sense to them. So I'm looking forward to her connecting with her grandparents, her Australian grandparents. She does love them. They do love her, and it's really, it's going to be exciting when they do catch up again. That's going to be cool. And I'm also looking forward to seeing them. I have a long history with my in-laws. My husband and I have been together for a long time. So just to give people context, they're in Australia. So yeah, that was the real lockdown over there. And so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to traveling again, but with new eyes, more gratitude, moving a bit more slowly. If I am lucky enough to go to another country, just moving a bit more slowly and just really looking at people, not in a weird way, but just really like, wow, you're Vietnamese, that's so cool. And wow, you're Italian, that's so cool. And wow, this food is great. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to releasing my memoirs. I took advantage of the last 19 months to finally get help. Started working with a writer, and I'm authoring my memoirs. I turned 40 last year. See, there I go again with the years. I turned 40 this year. Let me not age myself. I turned 40 this year, and a lot of people have ideas of, yeah, my 40th is going to be big. It's going to be amazing. And I was one of those people, and my 40th was so because it was January and it was pandemic, and we were not being given the vaccine at that time. I mean, the few people who could come came, but it just wasn't the same because so many people I love, I couldn't have a party basically. Well, I could, but I didn't have a party basically. So who knows, maybe my 41st or my 42nd. But what's really interesting, Andrew, is I had a big 39th birthday. And I remember thinking, how funny. I call it my Indian wedding 39th birthday, where I had 3 different parties for different groups of people. And I remember when I turned 40 thinking, wow, that's so weird. Why did I have a big 39th birthday? I don't, anyway, it happened that way. And here's the thing, right? Celebration is for whenever you can. Don't wait for the 40th, the 50th. Celebrate your 23rd birthday big. Celebrate your 37th birthday big. Don't wait for, it's our anniversary, babe. Let's do something special. No, do something special tonight. Go to a restaurant, have fun, just love up on one another, And these were truths even before the pandemic, Andrew. They were true. This was the way to be anyway. So I'm looking forward to launching my memoirs sometime next year. It's dedicated to my daughter. I hope that women get inspired by my own story and the insights I will share in the memoirs. It was an extremely cathartic experience, and it gave me the ability to look at my past differently and to give people who I had judged and criticized grace. Grace, Andrew. People are just living their lives and doing what they do. It's not about you. We make a lot of things about us, but it's often not about us. People are just going through their stuff. And I got a chance to remember the last 20-something, 30-something years. And it made me do things like go back to the home I grew up in. My mom is still there, and look at that house so differently. And I remember the last time I went there, I was like, wow, thank you, house. Thank you for sheltering me and being a safe place physically, because it's a pretty safe, nice neighborhood. It's not to say my childhood was idyllic. I went through some of the challenges that many of us go through, doubting yourself, not feeling seen, not feeling worthy. But those are all just stories. And this process of writing, authoring my memoirs has helped me to see my past differently and to remember the adventurous choices I've made. So it was a very, very cathartic process. I also started developing my online course. That was supposed to have started early 2020, but that paused just, in the busyness of pandemic season and doing things online. I'm looking forward to launching that course next year. Multiple courses actually next year. So it's just nice working on that. Just looking forward to reconnecting again with friends, people I haven't seen for so long. Andrew, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here. Yes, can you hear me? Hello, Cece?
I think I lost you. A bit. Could you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you loud and clear.
Okay, cool. I was just saying, I'm
Your
looking
course?
forward to and reconnecting with some people I haven't seen in a long time. And curfew has been lifted here in Kenya, Andrew, but people have changed because you'll be driving around at night, like past curfew, and the streets are still quite empty. So Nairobi, the party city, has not gone back to what it used to be. And I find that really interesting. I asked Uber drivers, hey, have you noticed a change? They were like, no, I think I just got used to going home at 10 p.m. So that's really interesting. I want to see how that goes.
Yes.
It made us take more advantage of the daylight, which is a good thing.
I'm so anticipating your memoirs next year, and hopefully we'll have a conversation before your memoirs are released.
Yes.
And yes.